A great evening, ladies. Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to see you. Sylvia, Alberta, Florence, Nancy, Jedida, Esther, Juliet, Catherine, Irene, and Mary. Great. Say hi in the chat. Tell us where you are joining us from. Let us appreciate where you are all coming from. Welcome to Ignite Possibilities with Coach Loice. I am so happy to be your host this evening. Karibu sana. Tell us where you are joining us from. I can see Alberta. No, I can see Sylvia. Greetings from Juba, South Sudan. Let's hear from the others. Where are you? Which town? Juliet, all the way from Machakos, Kenya. Karibu sana. Someone else? Someone else? Yes, Nancy. Nancy, you're from Mombasa. How come I never met you when I came there? I was meeting the Mombasa chapter. Oh, I didn't know. Nancy, welcome. Thank you. Mary from Nairobi, Kenya. Let's see. Esther from Karura, Kiambu. Amazing. Florence from Kirinyaga. Hey, the face of Kenya is here. Catherine from Nairobi. Amazing, amazing. This is so good. Let's hear. Jedida, where are you from? Auntie Bear, where are you from? Where are you listening to us from? Irene from Nairobi. Thank you, Irene. Joash. Yes. Tell us where you are joining us from. This is amazing, amazing, amazing. And what a commitment you ladies have made this evening to be here. I'm still looking at the chat. Everybody has mentioned something. Yes. So I think we can continue. Allow me now to share my screen. Karibuni sana. This is going to be a short meeting. It's our first day. We are setting expectations. I want to introduce myself. I've seen some new faces here. Okay. Wow. Bringing everything. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we shall start with this short video. Karibu sana. We are here to ignite possibilities. And we are going, today is our first day, and we are going to set up our expectations. We are going to see what is Ignite, what is possibility, and who is this Coach Loice. So allow me to start this conversation. So I am your host today for this show, Ignite Possibilities with Coach Loice. I also host another club called I Am Leading Book Club, where we read books that elevate our leadership. And I'm so happy that most of you are members of the book club. So welcome, and I'm so happy to have you on board. So let's start our conversation this evening. I want to remove this video for now. So that I can concentrate. So here we are today, Ignite Possibilities with Coach Loice, a new show. This new show is going to be the precursor to the launch of my second book. I'm launching another book on 7th September 2024, God willing. And this talk is to help us now get into the mood, get us into the momentum, so that when we start reading the book, those in the book club, we shall read it in season 18. Once we start reading the book, we are together in one accord. It's also an opportunity for you during this pre-launch season this month to purchase the book at a discounted price of 1,750 Kenya shillings. Now that I can see people are in China. Kenya shillings 1750. That is the special discounted price pre-launch. That means anytime in August, but not after 7th September. After 7th September, the book will go on to Kenya shillings 2,000. And if we take it to the bookshops, I'm sure they'll also add a margin to it. So this is the time to buy. Those who are not attending the physical pre-launch, those who, I mean, not the pre-launch, those who are not attending the launch on 7th September 2024, if you are planning to attend the launch, then your price is Kenya shillings 7,000, because as usual, we shall have a buffet lunch and the book. And you have also a free entry to season 18. So I also thought of making it clear that season 18 free entry is for those who attend physically. That is the offer they have. Beautiful. So right now, it's about igniting. And when I came up with this topic, I went through my mind. I was really brainstorming and wondering what ignite means. And I saw similar words for ignite. And to me, ignite is to kindle, is to light. It's about fire. There's some brilliance that comes with it. There's some flame, there's some burning, there's some setting fire. There's something about fire. And that's why I labeled it Unleash Your Inner Fire, because we are talking about that fire that is within your belly, that fire that is within you. And in this book, Ignite, the book is called Ignite, and that's why we are talking about igniting possibilities. It's about unleashing that inner fire that is within you. So it gives you those strategies that you are going to use to unleash that inner fire. And those who have been with me in the programs that I have had, you know that we have 3 steps that we use in this coaching environment at Blue Waters Coaching: step out, step up, stand out. So let me go back to where I began. I began with Loice. So I was trying to show you who Coach Loice is. So Coach Loice is the host of this show, Ignite Possibilities, also the host of the I'm Leading Book Club, and she has authored a book, Ignite. And the book is about unleashing your inner fire, stepping out, stepping up, and standing out. And I have given you a background of the similar words for ignite, that is light, fire. It's all about fire. So it's about setting your life on fire. It's about brilliance. You can see that beautiful brilliance there. It's so beautiful. When you kindle your life, when you set your life on fire, then things start moving. Then things start getting a new perspective. You start getting a new perspective. You start having a new trajectory into your life. I can see there are new people who have joined us. Edith, welcome. We are buying time for you people. Yes, Jen, karibu sana. Reverend Damaris Mbia, karibu sana. Sylvia, welcome. Thank you so much for joining in. And I know others are joining in. Unfortunately, the meeting will be short, but that is it. So that is Coach Loice. Those who are new, I can see new faces. unleashing your inner fire, stepping out, stepping up, and standing out. And I want now to hear from you, those who have joined me this evening. I would like to hear from you. When you saw this, when I said ignite possibilities, what came up in your mind? If you can't speak, you can put that in the chat so that we are able to see what you are saying. What did you get? What came up for you, igniting possibilities? Those who are with me know I call anybody. I can call Mary right now. Mary, what came up for you when you saw ignite possibilities? And in the light of you have been with us for for more than 2 years now. Mary, Richard?
I think for me, ignite, it's the potential is there.
I love that. I love the idea of potential, yes.
And it's not utilized.
And it's not utilized. Ooh, amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I love that. I think you just finished it when you said potential. That was amazing. I can also see Jen. Jen says, tapping into potential that we are not aware we have. Amazing. You ladies, hey, book club members, you are women of excellence, tapping into potential that we are not aware we have. And that is amazing, amazing. Somebody else? I want to just call the people. Sylvia, tell us from South Sudan, what do you think ignite possibilities is from your point of view?
For me, picking from the sessions that we've had, it's about bringing out the confidence, that the self-belief, and being able to be present at every moment, and busting the boundaries and the barriers, breaking those barriers, and being able to, stand out.
Yes, stand out. Yes, step out, step up, stand out. Yes, 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 yes. So when you are unleashing your potential, when you are tapping into your potential, you are stepping out and stepping up at the same time. And then you stand out, you expand. It's about expansion. It's about going beyond what is known to be there, those boundaries, crushing them and going extra mile, becoming an extraordinary human being. Wow, ignite, unleash your inner fire. Step out, step up, stand out. Yes, Jadida is opening up my possibilities that I'm not utilizing or have not been exposed about me. Oh, amazing, Jadida, and welcome. Nancy, triggering the untapped potential, skills, and capabilities lying within us. Oh my goodness, you ladies are rocking. This is it. This is it. So let's begin this conversation. So we talked about the meaning of ignite. And then when we added possibilities, now it came up with a different meaning. So let's go step by step now. At least we are at the same space. At the same space. Catherine says, you can do it again as you have the potential and you have a voice. Catherine, you are a She Speaks student. You have introduced the voice here. Yes, this is it. And we are coming to it. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Great. So what are other words for possibility? So when I looked this online, I saw possibilities as the probability of something happening or of you attaining something. And now you have brought the probability of you expanding, unlocking your potential. That is a probability. So if you make it a possibility, that means you are making it more probable that you are going to have it, that you are going to become that person. It's about prospecting. And people like Mary who are in insurance, They love prospecting. They would just come somewhere, meet people in an hotel, and there they are talking because they're prospecting. They're prospecting that they may have new customers there. So there is a likelihood that someone is able to express that. There's a high probability. There's a chance. It's against all odds. There's potential, and you have mentioned about it. And then there is opportunity. That's another word here that we are introducing, that there are opportunities in possibilities. There's contingency. There's opening up. There's expansion. There's taking of risk. It doesn't just occur as a possibility where there's no risk. So that brings us to a good understanding for us to know that. Alberta, wow, awakening your spirit. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And Alberta, you have a story to this, I know, and one of these days you'll be sharing with us how you have awakened yourself, and we awaken from within, and that is why it's from your spirit. You awaken from your soul. That's why you awaken from, and I'm so happy. And today we are going to awaken our spirit this evening, and I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much, Alberta, all the way from China. Irene Josh, tapping into your potential. Ooh, amazing. Illuminating it. Oh my goodness, you have brought the brightness, the brilliance part of this conversation here, illuminating it. So you are going to tap into your potential as you step up, and then you are going to illuminate. And when you illuminate, then you start standing out, because now you start sparkling because of the brilliance that is all over around you. Amazing. I love this conversation. We are doing very, very well. I like it. Good. Coach Loice is here. And what is her purpose in life? Now, imagine Coach Loice's purpose is to ignite. That is my whole purpose, is to ignite. And then I don't just end it there. I ignite limitless, endless possibilities. Now think of that. Limitless, endless possibilities. That is my purpose in life. And I hope to ignite, just like you can see that matchstick there. That matchstick as potential. The potential is within it, but it requires a what? To ignite it. So that's why I'm there, to ignite, to bring it to be possible. All that you desire, limitless, endless possibilities, LEP. So what is my big vision? I picked these slides from my vision board, and I'm happy with it. So in my vision board, I've said my vision, and this one I did even before I knew I would come up with this topic of Ignite. So I envision women everywhere in the world. And literally that was my vision as I was looking in the eye of my mind. I was looking everywhere in the world, everywhere, every continent, every country in Africa, every town and city in Kenya. And that's why I'm happy when you are telling me you're in this place, you're in this place, you're in this place. It's just my vision coming to board. I'm not surprised, because that has been my vision. And I envision women everywhere in the world ignited, not nothing else, ignited. And seeing them stepping into their brilliance, because they have got untapped brilliance within them. I am seeing them living not an aimless life, but a purposeful life. That's what I'm seeing them. And those like Sylvia, who have been in the confident class, like Mary, who have been in the confident class, I see all of you confident and living abundantly, like Mary here, living abundantly. She has done the Abundant Woman coaching program. So that is my vision. So when you see me online, like the ones who saw me online and came to this meeting this evening, that is my vision. And my vision causes me to go for you wherever you are. I will fish you wherever you are, because I know who you are. You are an amazing woman who wants to stay ignited. So I am so happy to be here. And you people, just by being here, being in the WhatsApp group, those who are going to watch this later, I see my vision coming true. So how do I actualize my vision? I actualize my vision through my mission. I also pulled this slide from my vision board. And my mission is to ignite women leaders to lead. So you'll see I'm a leadership coach. To thrive and to flourish, and that aligns all the programs that I have, whether it's Unleash the She Leader coaching program. This is a 10-week coaching program to unleash the she leader within you. Whether it's to thrive and flourish through the Abundant Woman coaching program, 10 weeks program, whether it's through the 10 weeks She Speaks programs, She Speaks to Inspire and Impact, or whether it's through the invaluable laws of growth. It's all about igniting women leaders to lead, to thrive, and to flourish. LT. How do I do this? I empower you as a woman leader to defy limits. Remember, we are talking about limitless. So we must defy limits. Anything that brings any limits. We talked about crushing our boundaries. So anything that defies our limits, we don't deal with that. I mean, that we want to defy the limits. So we don't want to have limits with us. And that's why one of the modules in Unleash the She Leader is about letting go of all those self-limiting beliefs. I ignite women leaders by helping them to step up, to step out of their limits, to step up into their greatness and embrace it. Because within you is this great light. Within you is this great brilliance that is waiting to illuminate the path for others. So we help you now to embrace your greatness, and embracing means it's something you identify with. It's something you are innate. It is yours. You are embracing it. You are not struggling. You are not forcing it. You are embracing it. And to own their voice. Catherine brought this out because you have a voice. You have a voice in this world. And that is the voice we want you to own it. We want you now to own it, to discover it first, then you own your voice so that now you can start standing out in your brilliance like the queen who you are. And that helps me now to remember one of the topics in the book, Ignite, is a whole topic about igniting, unlocking, whatever word you want to say, unleashing that magnificent queen that's within you. Remember, when you are thriving and flourishing, it's all about abundance. Actually, my 3 pillars at Blue Waters Coaching is leadership, is abundance, and wellness. So LAW, L-A-W, leadership, abundance, and wellness. When you come to the book club, you'll be thriving and flourishing. We'll also add some self-care for you. Wellness is in there. If I am in the shamba, I am selling to you some herbs. Wellness in it there. I'm selling to you food that is grown organically. Wellness is in there. So I help you to lead, to thrive, and to flourish. And as I'm speaking about myself, I want you now to start putting yourself there as a woman who wants to ignite possibilities. What is your purpose in life? What is your vision? What is your mission? So I'm taking you through this so that you can also start putting the same for yourself, so that you start having, because there's no way we are going to ignite possibilities without you knowing yourself. And I think through the 4 days, I'll come to that. Knowing yourself, having that vision. What is it that you want to accomplish? And how are you going to accomplish it? Myself, I do it through coaching. I have just shared with you coaching programs. And because I'm a coach, I interact with many people. I coach women leaders. I'm also an HR professional. And most of the time, the corporate jobs I get is more about training. It's about training consultancies. I also speak. I'm speaking right now, and I'm called to speak to people in organizations, in their chamas, different ways of speaking. And I'm an author. I write. And anything that I'm writing is all about igniting. So that is my 3-step transformational method: step out, step up, stand out. Enough of Loice. At least now you know her, those who are new to her. So let's go back to possibility. And today we are laying the foundation, being our first day, so that when now we go to the next level, day 2, next week on Tuesday, we are able now to understand where we are coming from. That's why it was important that we lay this foundation. So when we talk about limitless, it's less of limits. And I want you now to start thinking about areas where you have had limits, that this is much. Maybe your limit has been your salary, 100,000. That is the limit you have set for yourself. No matter which job you go to, the only money you can get, the only salary is 105, 100, same, because there is a limit you have put for yourself. Limitless. That's what we want to be, such that you can open up, that you don't have one stream of income. We are starting now to open up to multiple streams of income. Wow. Great. I can't help it. I just have to ask questions. The teacher in me, the coach in me, we have Reverend Damaris Mbia. First time meeting you, Reverend Damaris. How are you? I hope you're able to speak.
Yes, I am. Thank you so much. I'm well.
That's amazing. We have another Reverend with us, Reverend Joyce Kariuki. She's one of us. I don't know whether she's here in today. When I see another Reverend, I am impressed and I am happy. Thank you. So Reverend, what's coming up for you so far in our discussion about igniting possibilities?
Thank you, Lois. I think I knocked, I saw your post on Facebook, and it just clicked because we are in a season whereby we are trying to empower the young ones in the places, in the the jurisdictions that we serve.
Yes.
And one of them challenged me about something, and just that day, I'm looking around and I'm seeing ignite possibilities, and I'm thinking, all right. If somebody can be able to, sometimes, you're looking, you think that you have it all, but you realize that you can always learn something from everyone.
Yes.
So I'm thinking all these possibilities that I was challenged to, and then you showed up. So when I chatted you and I got the link to come, I was like, I'm an open book. I'm looking forward to igniting even much more than I ever thought I could. And just finding time also to meet with other ladies who are the ladies of excellence. Because for me, it's, if you want to do something, just do it right. So thank you. I'm enjoying this.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I saw another new person, Jadida. Hi, Jadida. Are you able to speak? If you can't, you'll use the chat. Irene. Good evening, Irene. Hello. Okay, looks like ladies are not able to speak. Angeline, is this Angeline Mutwa? Oh, you did. I can't speak. Thank you for letting me know. Angeline? Is it Angeline Mutwa? Okay, I'm not sure. Jen? Hi, Jen. Watu wamekataa kuongea? All right, it's okay. Yes, it is. Oh, okay. I am not sure why I can't unmute. Okay, I don't know also. All right, it's fine. Let's continue. You can share in the chat so that we can see that we are together. You know, I need feedback to know that I'm not speaking alone and that we are having this conversation together. So beautiful. Okay, so limitless. We have just talked about that, having no limits whatsoever. And I think I will have time to speak about that later. Endless. Oh my goodness, this is about abundance. It's about, there's no end to it. So we are used to having an end, but now here is endless opportunities. There's no end to it. It's on and on and on. These possibilities is like a bubbling well. Always just, you know, there's always something. And then we talked about possibilities, these probabilities. We're increasing the probabilities. We are looking at opportunities. Reverend has just talked about that opportunity of mentoring the youth in different and creative ways. Wow. So it's about limitless, endless possibilities. That's what we are igniting in these 4 days as we start this conversation. Great. I've talked about opportunity, and I think we'll come to this more and more as we move on, but I want to get to the gist of today's class. So what you can see is infinite possibilities. When possibilities are limitless, when possibilities are endless, and this brings me now to the gist of day 1, is limitless, endless possibilities. What do we describe as that? Limitless, endless. That is infinite. Oh, I'm going backwards. That is infinite. There's no end to it. And anytime you talk about infinity, then God comes in. So I am here to tell you that God is at the center of possibilities. God is at the center of possibilities. This is one of the lessons I want you to be your takeaway. When you think about limitless, endless possibilities, we think about infinity, infinite possibilities. When we talk about infinity, then we cannot remove God from the conversation of possibilities. You cannot let God away. Okay. Oh, Catherine, it's an email. I was thinking this. All right, thank you. Yes, so you cannot remove God when you start talking about possibilities. God has to be at the very center of it. And this is the first takeaway from this lesson. This is the foundation of our discussion for the next 3 days. Today's day 1. So we cannot have this conversation without God. So when we talk about these infinite possibilities for you, then you can be, and I want you now to start thinking about what you can be. What can you be if there were no limits for you? If there was abundance all around you, you had all the opportunity, we talked about opportunity, that every probability was there to prove that you're going to get what you really want. What is it? What will you do? What is it that you'll go after? What is your heart desire? And this brings me to another inspiration that God says He will meet us, you know? He will grant us the desires of our hearts. That means you must have a desire. So what is your desire as we start? Because we have to invite God in it. So in your notebook, I want you to take a second and just imagine, because that is the reality. It's not even an imagination, it's a reality. We have infinite possibilities. They are limitless, they have no limits, there are no limits. It's endless, it's all abundant everywhere. And all these are possibilities. So if you couldn't fail, if there were no limits, what could you be? Could you be doing? What will you be having? What would you be having? Alberta, are you in the house? Very good. Let's read from Jedida. She says, as the month was coming, I felt a need to unlock my potential. I have known what I make is not all. Wow, that's number one. Congratulations, Jedida, for that. That knowing is very important. The life I live is not all. Wow, profound. And God keeps giving me burdens to take care. And I was asking myself, is this all I can do? He possibly knows. Oh, yes, he does. I can make more. Oh, yes. But why am I not reaching where I should be? Then today I saw Ignite. Yes, we are bringing light to that area of your life. Thank you, Jedida, for sharing. That is so profound. Asante sana. Yes, someone else? Someone else? So Jedida, you can be, you can do, you can have whatever you desire. It is a possibility. Yes, someone else, you can share in the chat or just unmute and speak to us. Anyone else who'd like to share? Okay. Hey, you can't be this quiet now. Sylvia, Akitu.
Very good. As you were talking to us, Coach, I was already trying to scribble in my notebook.
Yes.
trying to weave out my purpose. Like what would that be if there are no limits? And I'm looking at it in form of a dream. Where would I want to be? Maybe a couple of years or a few years from now. And I was scribbling down. I envisioned myself as a CEO of my own company or organization, creating positive change in the lives of young children, boys and girls, as the future generation of this world, through impactful programs like education, social services, and transformative programs that will change their lives.
Beautiful.
So
Beautiful.
that is something that I was dreaming and looking at.
Very good, very good. I invite you to unleash the she leader. We shall explore and go deeper, and you will even make a presentation to us. We shall be your world to listen to your presentation. Thank you so much, and keep on having that conversation in your mind. Yes, that's amazing. That's amazing. Someone else? God is at the center of possibilities. Our lesson number one. You can be you can do, you can have whatsoever you desire. Beautiful. I want to speak to my chief speakers, Catherine. Julie, Nancy Logose, I am in the insurance industry. I know I've got the potential in me to do exceedingly. You've taken my words now. This is in my vision board. Exceedingly, abundantly, but I've been trying to maximize it. When I heard of igniting, I knew this is it. This is now. Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing. And I am happy that you are here, because the first lesson to know is that God is at the center of possibilities. You cannot negate God and expect possibilities. So the question is, then how are you going to invite God to be at the center of your possibilities? How are you going to do that? If He is at the center of possibilities, because when you talk about infinity, it's about God. You cannot describe God as being here and now. Actually, He says He's omnipotent, omnipresent, all those omniscient. That is God. And He's at the center of possibilities. Amazing, amazing conversation. Let me bring it on because our time is over. The next lesson I want you to take from today's class is, with God, all things are possible. So God is at the center, and God makes everything possible. Is it man? With man, all things are possible? No. And replace man with your man-made, your job, your career, your business, your projects, your lessons. Thing that you are doing is man-made. Your spouse, your children, your parents, they will disappoint you. It's only with God. So in your notebook again, we've talked about God being at the center. Now, with God. With God, not God being there, but with Him. I hope you are getting that. With God, all things are possible. That's igniting possibilities. Just playing around with your mind so that you can start now appreciating where we are coming from and where we are going. So God is at the center, and now we have to be partners with God in this co-creation. I'm coming now to creation. You must walk with God. So you must know ways in which you are going to partner with God so that all things can be possible for you. Can we hear from Mary? Mary, how is it going so far?
I think it's great.
For me now, I am getting with God.
Wow.
This is something that I've known, but the revelation is different today. That with God, all things are possible. Endless, limitless possibilities.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is a new revelation for me.
Wow.
With God, all things are possible.
Yes. Yes, we can't ignite possibilities until we partner with God. So the question this evening is, which ways are you going to partner with God? I can't answer for you. You have to go and look and explore yourself. You're going to knock for the door to be opened. You're going to seek. You have to seek how to work with God, how to partner with God in this co-creation. Great. Next, I think my 45 minutes are almost over. So I am asking you, is God first in your life? And I know some people may start thinking, oh, Coach Loice now has gone spiritual. Coach Loice has gone, no, we have just seen infinite possibilities is about God. I can't help it. It's the God factor, as Reverend says there. The God factor must be there. And God will not be there and you here. It is with God. How can two walk together unless they agree? And this brings us to Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God. In the beginning, God. Is God in your beginnings? And that's why we are inviting him in this beginning of igniting possibilities. As I launch this book, it is about inviting God to walk this journey with the ladies, because the book is dedicated to women of excellence, you people. That is the book. The book is for you. And we are saying, in the beginning, God. We are bringing the God factor. Whether you like it or not, you cannot ignite possibilities without God. So the question from me this evening is God fact in your life? When you wake up in the morning, is God first? Do you put him first there before you start everything? As you go and do whatever project or whatever work, whatever impact you want to create in the world, is God in it? Is he first? Himself, he didn't fail himself in the beginning. First thing where we start having conversation with God in this world, in the beginning, that beginning, God. I hope it's making sense to you people. Why day one today is about the God factor. You cannot ignite possibilities. You cannot unleash that fire and let it, what we call in leadership, inspire people, influence people, and impact them positively. Because you can influence people, but in the wrong way. You can impact people, but in the wrong way. But here we are talking about influencing, inspiring them, and impacting them positively. So is God first in your life? I should be finishing now. We talked about with God, then there was the next part. All things. All things. This is amazing. This is amazing. I think I was supposed to put the wheel of life there, and we start to see our all things. And I will start with the basic things that as field leaders that we are looking at. We are looking at our spirituality. Spirituality is not religion. It's that connection with God, that working with God. I'm looking at my health because it desires me to prosper in health. How am I partnering with God to bring health in my body? Mental health, physical health, spiritual health, all matters, wellness and health. How am I, in all things, how am I inviting God to make it possible in my career, in my business, in all the works of my hands? How am I inviting God in that conversation? How am I inviting God to be with me, to work with me in my relationships, with my spouse, with my children, with my parents, with my siblings, with the family around me? In that insurance that I'm selling, like Mary and Logos, is it Logose? Yes. How am I inviting God to be with me as I do that? All things. whether I'm going to school, whether I am parenting, whether I am a CEO, there's somebody who had a desire of being a CEO, in all aspects, with me as a coach, as a speaker, as a trainer, as an author, have I invited God? All things. We are laying the foundation, and then the sentence starts. In the beginning, God created. God created. And your work today is to create possibilities, because opportunities, as we called them, those possibilities will not happen until you create them. So you create like God created. God created. So are you creating, or you are waiting for someone to create it for you? Are you the person who is going to partner with God to create? Or you are the lady who waits for things to happen, then now you start blaming, you start complaining, you start criticizing, you start everything that is negative. Today we are bringing in, I think it's somebody who said, Alberta talked about awakening that spirit within us. And that's what we are talking about, becoming a creator. You are becoming a creator. And we are going to talk about this. This was, day one was about the foundation. How do we create? How do we partner with God to create? And we've talked about several things today. So until next Tuesday, you're going to start reflecting in your notebook. Just reflect. What is in there for me? What am I supposed to be doing in this co-creation with God? So we are talking about starting today, not tomorrow. It is today. Because opportunities wait for no woman. They are only brilliant for the ladies who embrace them. Opportunities will never be there forever. So you create them, embrace them, and run with them. These are some of the possibilities that can open up for you that you can start creating. And I think I'm biased. I love new destinations. Every time with my family, I'm thinking about where haven't we gone? Where, even if it's Kenya, even if it's Nairobi, where haven't I been? New destinations, they give you new ideas. You start igniting. If it is you, Nancy, there, you start asking yourself, where have I not gone to sell this insurance? Where have I not prospected? Which cadre of people? Which places have I not gone? You don't expect to ignite when you are just in one place. It will not work. It will not work. You must explore new destinations. You only ignite when you expand your territories. We talked about expansion. So where in your life have you just been constant? Same place, same job, same things, everything, same. Now we start igniting. We start creating opportunities. Remember, it is us who are creating. We are the creators. We are creating that possibility. New destinations to travel, new destinations to do business, new destinations. I mean, you explore, put it in your notebook, whatever it means. Alberta now is in China. Next time she'll be in Malaysia. Next time, that is the language you want to create. Possibilities. Where is it that you want to go? Where is it that you want to take your family? Where do you want just to go and explore new destinations? What about bouncing back after heartbreak and disappointment? That is even when you thought that you couldn't do this. And I have the privilege, because I deal and work with ladies here. Heartbreak after heartbreak, disappointment after disappointment, others leading to divorce. But are you able to bounce back? That is igniting. That is igniting. Bouncing back. You're not meant to stay there. Somebody said we are meant to be more, not to stay there, not when things come and then we fall back. Remember when we were talking about possibilities, we talked about risk. You must risk your neck out. Yes, you can't stay there. So bounce back after heartbreak, after that disappointment in business, in relationships, in your career. You cannot stay down. You must ignite. Flame your life. Bounce back. What about the possibility of opening up a book? I'm authoring a book, and I know all of you are going to buy it, not knowing what awaits you in this world before you. That's a new possibility. Oh my goodness, I don't know what is in that book, Ignite, but I'm ready to buy it. I'm ready to open it and dive into the pages, not knowing where it will lead me. Ignite. And that is what you did today. You opened up the pages of this book. You enrolled for this masterclass. It's not everybody who enrolls, but there was a deep calling unto your deep. And because of that deep calling into your deep, that's why you are here. And you said, no, I'm busy, but I must listen to it live, because many of them are going to listen later. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you are so ignited that you said, I want to be here live. What about the ignition that you get on early mornings and the excitement of all the things that could happen in the day? And that's why I'm leading book club. I think I told you I host a reading book club where we read books that elevate our leadership. That is when every morning we rise up while it is still dark, and we rise with the sun. And in those early mornings, we set our intentions about how our day shall be. And that becomes our reality. That becomes our portion. What about the explosion of flavor on your taste buds with the first bite of a yummy meal? What haven't you tried? Try it. The other day I was making biryani. Mary, unasikia? I was making biryani for my family. An explosion of flavor. That is to ignite family meals, not the everyday meals. The same way you set your food is the same way you set from January to December. We are creating new possibilities. And as I'm talking about this, start now thinking, so that as we continue in the next 2-3 days in the month, that you already have ideas of the possibilities you want to create, because nobody will create them for you. You must create them yourself. What about the possibility the moment you arrive at a new place and you know nothing? And wow, is an entire city of possibilities before you. It is up to you to think what you want to experience. Opportunities don't happen, you create them. And that's why I invite you now to start creating these possibilities. Wow. Yes, Reverend Damaris Mbia says, I'm loving the God factor. Catherine says, with God, I can mentor my group of 5 people as emerging young leaders. I am now ignited. Juliet, oh, wow, she's so ignited. She brings us the Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord, yes, with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. Amazing. In all your ways, all, yes. Submit to him, and he will make your path straight. This is partnership with God, Wow, amazing, amazing, amazing. I think there's something else. Oh, it was you. Hallelujah. Thank you, CL. Oh, I'm so, so happy that you are part of that. So I think there I come to the end of my presentation. And I hope today's takeaway, you have something. And Rose, welcome. You joined us late. You'll be able to listen to the recording. From Mary to everyone, with God, all things are possible. Yes, kindly share your takeaways as we come to the end of today's class. I thought I would take 45 minutes, but it has passed. Oh, wow, it was amazing. Edith, I've not heard from you. Can you say something either in the chat? Becky, Rebecca, say something in the chat or you speak. Florence, say something. Rose, you're saying something? Okay. Let me look at the chat. Yes, with God, all things are possible. Okay, I can see no other person adding more. So thank you. Edith, powerful. I am igniting with God at the center of it all. I can do all things again. Oh my goodness, this is powerful, powerful, powerful. All things working together. Beautiful, beautiful. This is a beautiful beginning. In our beginning, we are starting with God. So thank you very much for joining me. It has been my great pleasure hosting you. Rosa Chen, igniting, restarting. Exactly. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. So I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday, God willing. So until then, thank you and God bless you. Bye-bye. Florence, sorry, I can't speak, but this is powerful. Thank you for that feedback. I usually want feedback. Yes, thank you so much, Florence. Asante sana. So you can start pre-ordering the books, 1,750. I will share where you can send your money to get it. Sylvia says this is powerful. Thank you. Mary says she's ignited for my next level. And Mary, we look forward to your praise and worship on 7th September. You remember last time you prayed for us? We can't wait for your blessings. Alberta, thank you, Coach. That was powerful and blessing. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'll share how you can start ordering your books because we are using not our normal till. I want to separate where the money is going for the book. So I'll give you where you're going to buy it in advance. Angeline, oh my God, I don't know how you can't speak, Yani. Thank you very much, CL. Truly inspiring. I love the connection to God in the beginning. Amazing, amazing. And I'm so happy because as I told you, I had not thought about what I'm going to speak. I just came up with Ignite Possibilities and I didn't know what I was going to speak. And I said, I'm going to listen to myself. And it came, and it came, and it came. And that was day one. So thank you. I've also co-partnered with God to create this for us. Thank you so much. Beautiful, beautiful. Great. Have a good evening. See you Tuesday, God willing. Bye-bye.